Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight over here on the Zoom or online, wherever you are. It's beautiful to be together all the time, and not just to be together, but on the same level of frequency, which is the Kabbalistic wisdom. And again, as everybody today speaks about the frequency or energy level or vibration, and it's a great way for people to communicate. It's important not about the other people, but for ourselves. I'm not in the same vibe, I'm not in the same energy level, I'm not in the same frequency, not about they are not, and from a judgmental place of others, right? And plus, you don't need to change because people telling you. It's because you're choosing to change or elevate your vibration to another layer and another level that you can obviously receive more or new information, new understanding. The majority of the change is two things. One, to know the cosmic energy that is available, that help you to understand the frequency that's available. And two is, what can I do today to increase my desire, my capacity, and as well to my commitment to my path, if you have a spiritual path. So these are the two things that one need to constantly view and understand about themselves. In this week, I want to share in a few minutes just a little bit about the new moon that started a couple of days ago, Saturday, and still shine to us for the rest of the month. We started a new book. We know there's 5 books of Moses, and the last one is the one we started right now, Deuteronomy. It's called Book of Dvarim. Words or things, It's very interesting choice of word for the book. What is available for us is an incredible gift from now until the end of the high holidays. Okay? From now, it's a period of time of couple of months, right? Few months, until we finishing what we call with the holiday of Simchat Torah, after all the high holidays, after Rosh Hashanah, after Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and so forth. It represents a very unique time for all of us. And it's like that every year, but as we getting closer to what we call the final destination, like the final correction, tikkun of each one of us, as far as chronological, statistically we know people are evolved, but we're looking into overcome that statistic and bring the revelation today. And this is what is about this book. We starting looking into this week's energy. What is the energy that few weeks want to bring to us? It starts with a section in the first reading, and Moses starts telling the Israelites all the stories or the words that they need to hear from previous until now. And he uses the word that the Creator gave us the opportunity to be a nation, to be the people who spread light to the world. And he says, before you go into the land of Israel, this is the stages. Now the Israelites walk in the desert after 40 years. Now they came closer to the land of Israel. Moses is standing on the mountain and starts sharing with them all the stories and the wisdom that happened until now. And he uses this verse. ראה נתתי לפניכם את הארץ, בואו ורשו. A very beautiful understanding over here, but really what is we're receiving this week is a tremendous gift. Tremendous gift. Come and behold, I gave in front of you, he says, the land, called the land of Israel. Bo Urshu, come and inherit, come and receive your inheritance. Right? So imagine somebody leave your inheritance, and they are in a certain country and you need to travel. Right? And you come to that country where the inheritance is. It says, oh, you see, this is the piece of land that you inherit, this is yours. Right? A few things over here. But what is the major gift that all of us wants to receive? The gift of manifestation. Manifestation is a much deeper understanding that people want to see that cup manifest in front of their eyes, or the business deal manifest in front of their eyes. Yes, that's the majority of us. I'm talking about manifestation, right? The Kabbalah speaks about gilui, uncovering, or expose. That is the manifestation. One, according to the Kabbalist, everything is already here. Everything has already happened. If you had a desire for something, if you had a thought about something, it's already happened. It's already here. From the manifestation point of view, we need to understand a lot of people want to see it over here. What do you mean? It's already here. It's right here. This is your inheritance. So imagine, okay, not the understanding about manifestation, right? Because somebody, have a old, grandpa, grandma, and there was no other person living in that family. He is the only child, the only grandchild, and the parents are no longer here. And all their land, right, it's inherited by that individual. Very clear, that's where it's going to go. So you think that guy growing up, thinking that land will go somewhere else? No. It's my inheritance. I'm going to get it when I'm 18 or whatever it is. So it's so clear when Moses telling all of us, by the way, he doesn't speak right now, some 3,500 years ago. This is Moses channeling the prophecy of everything that is going to take place and took place up until this moment. So technically, there is a moment now, in this week, until the end of the holidays, right? To energize ourselves, to connect ourselves to that understanding of what we came here to this world to inherit. Most of the people of this world, when they're not connected to, obviously, spirituality or working on themselves, specifically if we're connecting to Kabbalah, it's very clear by the Kabbalists that if you read those books, you realize, wait a second, we are way bigger than what we thought. We have a bigger responsibility, but the inheritance is huge of what we meant to inherit over here. What do you need? You need to see. Re'eh natati, he's telling you how. You have to see it first. Where? Right in front of you. Now again, there's a code, it's all code. I'll go a little bit deeper now. Lifnechem is in front of you. But lifnechem is also the same word as lifnechem, which is your face, but is lepnimchem. It's internal. Same word. In front of you or inside of you, it's the same word. Panim is face. Pnim is internal. Same word. Now, majority of us, if we don't understand that, we would look outside. Oh, I need to see it. Where do I need to see it? Do I need to see my soulmate? Do I need to see the investor? Do I need to see the idea of the business? Do I need to? No. It's inside of you. There is nothing outside of you, as I shared last week. Again. There are, as it says, you have to see what? Internally. It's first of all internally. What does it mean? And to get to the land. It speaks about the land of Israel. That's where I'm going to see it. Is it the land? Is it we're talking about the physical land? The word haaretz, right? El haaretz, to the land. Haaretz is another code. Is the code for the word re'eh, see, and the letter tzaddik. Tzaddik represents the tzaddik, the righteous, right? Re'eh, which means you have to connect to the righteous within you. You have to connect to the channel within you. That is where you're going to find it. That's where you're going to see it. It's not somewhere there. It's never somewhere there. But what's happening? The Creator comes to us and says, I want you to go to that land. In this particular case, the physical land of Israel, but we know it's a code for us today. Of being able to see what channel am I? To see what's my inheritance. But what is the problem? The Creator wanted a channel over here. So many more secrets. So many more powers, so many more gifts, so many more to influence us and this world. But if you look at yourself, most of us are so stuck on an old type of thinking, old belief thinking, belief systems. All the type of ways, right? Religious ways, closed-minded ways. All of us stuck with sometimes comfort. No, I'm okay. Or doubts. I'm still with my doubts about God and light. I'm still with that. I don't sure about if there is a vibration or not. I'm still, no problem. All of us. You have to understand, or another, that's the hoax, that's the biggest thing. I see somebody who had amazing manifestation, and now they need to rest. What do you mean? As soon as you manifest something, and you sit with it, you stopped everything. Because we are so limiting in how much we want to manifest. We want to manifest what we want to manifest in the way we want to manifest that. Not what the Creator want to give us to manifest. Imagine you meant to manifest the cure for all diseases in this world. But you're so stuck in one little thing. That, oh wow, I find my little corner, I find my little spot, my little niche. No problem. But at least to understand, not to get caught up in that idea that, wow, I manifest a certain art, I manifest a certain dream that I had. That's what people get caught up. And we know it's because our own limitation to the abundance that the Creator wants to manifest in this world. Because we are stuck in our past. We stuck on a certain issue. We stuck on a certain thing that somebody told us. Or some kind of, difficult situation happened to us, and we let it be our guiding, our limited guiding. Do whatever it takes to let it go. Or even selfish desires. So stuck on selfish desires or very small, limited thinking. Manifestation is not simply bringing this out to the world. Is to see is to see that that was all alone here. That's the idea. Again, it's very exciting for me, this type of idea, because it's not an idea, it's truth of Kabbalah. But if you understand what the difficulty that people, I want to see myself going to the store and buy it and have it and this. We can't be in a reality that we close our eyes and we open and it's right here. That is very difficult. So hopefully this is the type of conversation we need to have. This is the type of talk that we need to think about. So I gave you 4 ideas from that. 1, to work on, for us to work on. I must, and it's a must, without a shadow of a doubt, without any, if you still have a thought about it, or I'm not so sure about it, what does it mean? What does it mean? Don't continue for the second and third. But the first step, I will wake up every day. Again, throughout all these weeks, I must know that everything is already here right now. Everything. As any thought, any abundance, any soulmate, any connection, any solution, I have to be in that place. If there is a single doubt there, it's not working. First, I must, and again, this is the stuff I'm telling you, some people going years and years and years of study, or even being religious and doing all of those things just to get to that place. In our time, humanity is moving much faster, but we are very slow to understand many things that are crucial to our growth. So maybe we're advancing, but our spiritual capacity is very much comfortable for a lot of people. So 1 is to work on yourself, and to a level that you know everything is here already now. Now. Second, this is my inheritance. If you born to this world, you need to inherit. Inherit what? Immortality. You never came to this world to die, to destruction, and to suffering. That was not the thought of creation. If you look and study Kabbalah, that's not how it need to be. Endless fulfillment, immortal life. Second, this is my inheritance. How I'm going to get it? I don't know. I'm going to get it. This is what promised me. Asher nishba le'avotecha Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. The Creator swear to you, promise you. I'm telling you, I'm promising you forever and ever. Just please open yourself to accept and manifest this inheritance. Third, you need to start working on letting go. Let go of all the stupidities. And again, I'm not saying somebody happened a horrible thing in life. You need to work through that with some therapy and all of that. But please do a little bit more intense work on that. Okay? It doesn't have to take 5 years. It doesn't have to take 10 years. If you set yourself a goal, and if you set yourself a target of, by this time, I'm letting go of my old boyfriend and girlfriend. You want to find a soulmate and you're still holding in your head and your mind on the old relationship or the scar that happened, or you call it, now we give it a name to hold on to my trauma, my this, my that. It's not yours. Don't take it upon yourself. It's something that you needed to experience so you can grow from that. It never meant to be something that scars you for life and ban you for life. Third level is, please start to let go on what's stuck, where you're stuck in the past, stuck in a way of thinking and not willing to change it, stuck about how God should be. stuck about how spirituality should be, stuck about anything, any opinions. Let go. It's from the past, it's small, let go. We are meant to inherit. Imagine you're about to inherit $1 billion and you argue with your friend the day before that he owe you $10. Come on, let go. You're about to get $1 billion. Let him go. Give him the $10. Give him the $10. No, it's a matter of principle. Okay. When you have $100 and he took $10, yes, it's a principle. But when talking about, I hope you understand the example, though, because it's nothing to do with the money, but the inheritance that we are meant to reveal is huge. Sometimes I study and I see a secret that I never saw before, right? At least maybe others saw, I didn't see it, and I saw it in the books, and like, wow, okay, next. Why next? That secret is enough. It's enough to change the world. Yes, today. Tomorrow you wake up, more secrets. Some of us are stuck on a slogan or on a quote from 60 years ago. It's great, but that's not what, there's so much more. And four steps, you need to take a step. You need to take an action, at least small steps to promote that inheritance, to show that you are ready for that inheritance, to show even some kind of glimpse that you let go of death and you're interested in life. How many of us holding on death, right? This is hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's the hardest thing. Like, I'm not talking about someone, okay? I'm talking about the death as an idea, right? Or the end as an idea. And to start accepting, at least as many of us that can do that, the idea of endless, the idea of immortality. Not many people are inheriting this idea. This week, we are in front of a very important day called 9th of Av. We know that in those days of 3 weeks that we went through, I spoke about it, we said that there were many different wars, different destructions, different pain, a lot of death happening in those days. And plus, the Kabbalists call those days the most powerful days. 21 days that are correspond to the 21 days of the high holiday throughout the year. It's the 7 days of Passover, Sukkot, 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, 1 day, right? To get you to 21 days. So to understand the 21 days, now we are in the last 9 days, are super powerful. And most of us, throughout history and today, because we didn't have the vessel, the equipment to draw from those days that unique light, it turned to be chaos and destruction. This is what happened. Historically, that's what we're looking into it. But we not really care about history for a statistic point of view, but to learn and to change from that, and to awaken a real vessel for that. So they call it, the Shabbat specifically, Shabbat Nachamu, or those days of Nachama. What is Nachama? The days of consoling, or consolation, right? What do you do? What do you do? Why do you need consolation? Why do you need comfort, right? To comfort somebody. Because when the typical way is when somebody lost something, or someone, you go through what we call those days of, nichum, consoling. So, Colonimus Kalman, which is another beautiful Kabbalist, lived in the Holocaust time. He shared something that, him being there, he shared something interesting about it. Interesting. revolutionary, I would say. He says, why consoling? Why do I need consolation, right? Because how is it helping if the people already died? They're gone. The people who died, they don't need consolation, right? So it's for the people who remain, right? For us. But is that helping bringing them back? No. Is it make the situation a little bit better? Maybe. But is it solving the problem? No. So what is a big thing about it? He asked, and this is the first time I actually read about it this way. And he says, think about it. If somebody lost money, and he calls you and says, oh, I lost money, and you come to him and says, it's okay, it's going to be okay. You're consoling them because they lost money, right? But they are here and you work with them, they lost money. And then you find a way to get back that money, and now they're happy, right? So the friends are consoling him to feel better about the loss of the money or the job, right? Have you ever had somebody lost a job, right? And you see that, don't worry, the door is open, the door closed, door open, and you sit with them and you give them comfort and all of that, right? And somehow they feel better when they find a job. Yeah, but when it comes down to losing someone, God forbid, chas v'shalom, how is that bringing them back? It's not. And he says, these days, and this is really crazy, what kind of consolation can we get of all history, death and destructions in those days? What type of consolation can you give me? Coming to those days, I can cry and cry about the loss, about the destruction in Jerusalem, and destruction of the temple, and cry and cry and cry. But the temple is still not there. Chaos is still happening a day after. So why I'm doing all of that? And this is the key. When we all start to do this work of feeling the pain that exists in the world, feeling the pain of the world, feeling the pain of the lack of the Shekhinah in the world, or the lack of light in our people's life, I'm going to start asking for what? For immortality. I'm willing to do consolation or comforting and everything about everything that happened, take responsibility about all the pain. But I'm asking, and we all need to ask from the Creator, we're going to do the consolation, but knowing that you're bringing immortality right after. This is the reason we need to. And these are the days. We all need to feel the pain that exists in the world. Just 2 seconds ago, someone went here, really live. Someone here, 2 streets ahead, shooting with a gun. People in the street, right? And the police shot him and killed him. Just to awaken what type of pain that person need to go to do something like that. And like that, chas v'shalom, God forbid, if we're not doing the work, this is this type of reality that exists. These are the days. So one, as I said before, we asking in those days to feel the pain that exists in the world, to feel the pain of lack of light in the world, in people's life. Not because they don't have a job or because somebody's sick. This is a result. If people will be connected to the light, there is no lack like this. There is no problem like that. So each one of us, whoever can do it, 1 more, 2 more, doesn't matter the amount of people, but at least to start this work. But I'm taking that, I'm feeling the pain, but for the sake of asking the Creator, we want immortality. And tell the Creator, we have enough with the death, enough with the destruction. We all need to come together and stand in front of the Creator which is an internal understanding, internal awakening, and to tell the Creator, it's done, we are done with death and hatred. It's enough. Enough with this. We didn't see it, didn't go anywhere. Nothing, it doesn't move anywhere. And every day, to feel the pain and ask for immortality. The pain is a vessel for that revelation that we want to ask. This is these days of the 9 days until obviously 9th of Av. Reminding you that we also in the month of Av, the month of Leo, that is ruled by the sun. Sun, the energy of the sun can burn. But energy of the sun, if it's tamed right, it's energy of warmth, energy of life, energy of rejuvenation, energy of vitality. That's the energy of the sun. But it can be burning, it can be fire, it can be destruction. Same energy of sun. This month, we know, every month in Kabbalistically we know, that is ruling and connecting to a specific organ of the body, you know, and without going into many details, each month have activation of every type of sense or organ that have unique power, because we know the physical body is just a channel of the soul, and that unique month represents hearing, shmi'ah, hearing. The month before we talked about it in Cancer is seeing, right? Re'iyah. So we know that because most of us, not all of us, are very interested, I would say, in a bit cynical, I can say, in listening to gossip, or sometimes music to your ear when your competitor is losing. Music to your ear when your neighbor is moving city or apartment, right? Because you didn't have a great, so like, oh really, you leaving? And then you hear, wow, I'm so happy that you're leaving, right? Finally, most of us, bless you, most of us are, when you hear gossip, what do? You lean towards, or please don't tell me, I don't want to hear it. Why do I have to listen to this? Majority of us, listen. If you already start telling me, okay, so tell me. No, I don't want to listen, but you're already telling me. So that's the excuse. We love gossiping. And that gossiping is so good to tell us, wow, it's a beautiful thing. And then they hear gossip, like, oh yeah, give it to me. We feel energized. And because of that, we damage our hearing. We damage our hearing to hear secrets, to hear revelations, to hear beautiful messages. And therefore comes the month of Leo and help you connect back, or to restore the true hearing of the Creator every day, telling you and giving you messages what to do. Same thing is what? This month, what is recommended is to be more silent before you talk. Choose what you're about to say and why. This month, more you resist the urge to say, to answer, to be the last word in the conversation, you're going to start activating your very much spiritual hearing. And it's a very powerful to hear messages and to become that messenger to the world, because we know what is the sun. The sun just gives. Doesn't ask anything in return, doesn't do anything nothing, just give. Even if it's cloudy or we are in the room, the sun is shining. Ask this power to shine the light of the Creator to the world. Be the sun, be the light of the sun in this month. This is about this idea. And the last one But I want to awaken another level here. The book started with Ele Dvarim. These are the things, but it says using the words that Moses spoke. Asher diber Moshe. From plural, Dvarim, things, or diburim, which is talks or words, to Asher diber Moshe is a singular. Right? I hope it's clear. What is represented here is that there is a connection in this book, in the entire book, specifically this portion and specifically this week, is the entire book is from the point of view of Moses. Up until now, the Creator was telling Moses, channeling everything. Now, in this book, it's called Mishneh Torah. It's a whole Torah by itself. That it's from the point of view of how Moses experienced the everything. And it's a beautiful, it's a completely beautiful art. This book is art, definitely art. What do we want to connect in this reading? It's to connect to how you see your movie. And why you see your movie in this way. Why that movie that plays in your life played in this way. Most of us, we are stuck in a movie, right? In a certain way, and we never really asking help. Help me get rid of this movie. Help me get out of this movie. Imagine if you go to the movie theater, right? Happened to me, sometime there's certain movies that I'm not connected to, anymore because it's so predictable. So I'm not gonna go. I stopped going. And then obviously, my wife asked me, let's go to this movie. I says, okay. After a while, I should go, and definitely 5 minutes sitting there, I just want to go. I just know already, boom, boom, I know the movie, right? So in this case, you can live. Right? In your movie, in your life, what do? I can't leave the theater, right? You are the theater. You're moving with the movie, right? The movie moves with you. If you don't change the script internally, the movie will never change. Because you are the projector of that. Moses is teaching us. All book of Dvarim is to how reframe the movie, how to reframe the scene, that you will see something else, how to access your script and to rewrite. This is what this book is about. I think it's the most powerful book to learn from. 4 things, quick. 1, work on identify or even write down for yourself, how do you see your movie plays? And find ways to see it differently from help from outside. When somebody goes to get a movie, he also, before he published the movie, he asking for different critics to come and watch the movie and tell me how you see it, right? So 1, this is the work. You need to identify and help me see the movie. How do I see my movie? Why do I see my movie this way? We need help. Step number 2 is to start offering your friends to see their movie differently. Help them reframe situations. Start working on being there for somebody else to help them reframe situation in their life. What if it's this way? What if it's that way, right? 3rd, more you're going to do that, helping others, you will be able to help yourself. Okay? And number 4, which is the hardest one, is to get to a place that Moses spoke these things, Ele Dvarim asher diber Moshe, and he gave location, Be'ever HaYarden, beyond the Jordan River. Who cares where he was? You could have been anywhere. Nobody really going to say, no, I didn't like why you share it over there. No, it's a code. The code is me'ever, beyond Yarden, is lehorid din, to take down the judgment. Din is judgment. Yarad is to take down. When you go, how do you help? How can you change your script? Is if you overcome the judgment. That's when you can access. If you're still judging your movie, yourself, you're in judgment about your life, about your parents, about how God, this is to me and this and all of that, victim, there is no access to your movie. There's no access to your script. You have to overcome that, right? And then you get access. Only when you're not in judgment. That's why he says, Yarden is Yarad Din, which is taking down the judgment, but the Yarden is also Jordan. If you take the letters and you pass one letter forward in Yarad is going down, right? Just move one letter, you get the word Shechina. Shechina, this is the same word. It's amazing. So it tells you, Be'ever Yarden, move one inch above the judgment, about being judgmental about your movie, judgmental about everything, about everyone, out the wall of judgment. You pass it. Then you receive what we call the connection to the Shekhinah, this where your movie can be changed, where you can access your script. This is, I think it's an amazing, beautiful gift that's available, so simple and so deep. So I'll share with you, obviously, more about this month, more about this book, many different secrets. But as of now, we're heading toward what we call the 9th of Av. This coming Saturday night is the complete day of where we're shifting the energy of the sun to, instead of burning, to warming. Instead of destruction, to a builder. This is what we do. So, thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up. And please share this wisdom with as many as people as you can. And I see you next week. Thank you.